Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kaviviritam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Sri Madatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Burida Jana Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings spiritual welfare in life. The spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers in the world who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to the suffering humanity. Peace, peace, peace. So, we are back to the reading of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. We are on page 910, and Dr. Sarkar and A.M. Master was talking. Sri Ramakrishna says, don't you know what difference in taste is? Some enjoy fish curry, some fried fish, some pickled fish, and again some the rich dish of fish pilau. Then too there is a difference in fitness. I ask people to learn to shoot a banana tree first, then at the beak of a lamb, and then at a flying bird. So this is the advice to Dr. Sarkar, that there are different tendencies, different types of people, and their tendencies are all different. And some may like God in this way, the absolute way. Some may like God in the form. Some may like God in the form of mother, or the non-dual absolute form. So, and why it is so? If God should be one, but why it is so? Because it is like mother prepares different types of meal to suit this appetite of different children. So the Lord prepared so many ways, so many images and so many idols before us, so that we can choose what we like, Everyone will have, you go, if someone forces you to eat one system, all will have to take some khichdi and papadam, bas. So you don't like, but that is the only way you eat it. But if you like something, some fried something or something, sweet something, it is given, you will be relishing that food and you will digest well. So spirituality is also digestion will be much easier, and absorption will be much easier, and journey will be much easier. That's why Ramakrishna did not want to break someone's sentiments or the attitude in which one is approaching. There is a story that Swami Vivekananda once in Kashipur Garden House, he was doing tremendous spiritual practice and austerities, and he thought that, let me see, have I grown any power, anything happening? So one day he asked Swami Abhedananda. So he said, when I shall meditate tomorrow, you come and you sit near me.
Put your hand on me.
And put your hand on me. So he came and then simple sat there. Swamiji went into meditation, deep meditation, and then he touched. Yeah. So, and then after that, something has happened. After the meditation is over, after some time, Swamiji came down from his meditation. Then he said, do you feel anything? Then he said, yes, I felt like an electric shock coming from your body and entering into me.
Shivaratri night.
That was Shivaratri night. And then that has happened here. And Sri Ramakrishna in the upper block. Then Norin came and just entered into the room. He was not informed before. But Sri Ramakrishna said, spending before your collection. Before you collected enough, you started spending. Meaning that you are already giving away your energy. And then he said, but it is a good fortune. It's a good fortune that you did that. The ছেলেটার অদৃষ্ট ভালো. The luck of Vedanta is good that he got a touch so quickly, spirituality enhanced. So spirituality can be given, but you have to go to such people, such teachers who have their high energy, they can transmit. As here is the Vivekananda did that. But Ramakrishna also scolded him. You also did something wrong. Why? But the boy was meditating in one way, in his own way, and by pushing your spiritual energy, you just channelized it in totally different direction. So that is the point. But it is very subtle level. But for us also, you may like one idea of God appeals to your heart. One form of God appeals to your heart. But all will not be able to follow the same path. It will be difficult. So, better to choose your own. That's why the Indian spiritual tradition is so suited to the individual needs. And you can select what you want. And Guru can select for us. That's the point. So anyhow...
because in case of Swamiji, he just touch and transfer that energy, power, whatever. But when people are giving lecture also, that is also kind of giving
transmission
power. And sometimes people are not well versed in scriptures, and then they give the way misguided Mahendranath's energy, confuse the audience also. So
that we do, of course.
Ma is calling me now.
No.
She's talking about me now.
No, it is, we do that. That happens. Sometimes some difficult topic comes, which I am not convinced about that, When I say I will fumble on that. But one who knows they are the right type of people. No, Swami Vivekananda, while he was in this country, he will stand in the platform and everyone feels uplifted. The whole audience of maybe 1,000 people in the audience, everyone's mind is uplifted. And they feel that. That's why he's remembered so much in this country. I hear that he has given some few thousands of people initiation. Where is his time to close the shut door like that and do meditation and practice all this, right? All this ritualistic way as we do. That's why they are Jagat Guru. So they can transmit the spiritual energy in so many ways. By seeing something, looking at them, and thinking of something, uplifting their mind. They can raise the Kundalini power and dark. So there's extraordinary people there.
Chakshu Diksha, Sparsha Diksha. Chakshu Diksha.
They can by glance, they can give. They can words, they can give. So they're extraordinary people. So, but Ramakrishna says, then too there is a difference in this fitness. So I ask people to learn to shoot a banana tree first, means who is learning archery. So where to start with some gross thing. When a focus attention is not so focused, so let it be one big banana tree and it will hit there. And then when you perfect that, then you see, to concentrate on the wick of the lamp, unflickering lamp. So point out, just see this tip, And then he said, then a flying bird, no? Then you see a bird going, and the bird is here, then you shoot it so that by that time it reaches the point and hit the blood. That means concentration, power of concentration. To start with grows, our spiritual journey starts with that. Thinking of God in the form, God in name and beauty, and then gradually going into the principle of what they are made of, the conscious entity behind, and going deeper into the absorption when you lose yourself. So there's a level of concentration. Capacity is different. Every person, even in each path, everyone may be Mahakali's devotee, but there are difference between one devotee and the other devotee, how intense they can meditate and how they can think of the gross aspect of the mother to the subtle aspect, So these are all capacities of the individual. Now, this type of discussion was going on, and it became evening. It was dusk. Sri Ramakrishna became absorbed in contemplation of God. That's also to be understood. It has become dusk, and Sri Ramakrishna became absorbed in contemplation of God. That so much practice, so many days and days had been done. That's the beauty of sitting for meditation at a particular time. Sri Ramakrishna, as soon as the evening came, his mind automatically went into absorption. That is the good practice. This we can learn out of that. Well, maybe not in the evening we are not able, but in the morning at a particular time, or at everyone's own routine, to find a time to sit at a particular time that creates the mind, like a hunger. You eat food at a particular time every day, you forget, you may be busy with something, you will feel that there is, tummy will say that I need something, no? So, because of the practice, particular time, if we practice like that. So similarly, in spiritual practice also, when time comes immediately, mind will move in that direction. And for the time being, he forgot all about his painful disease. Several intimate disciples sat near him and looked at him intently. After a long time, he became aware of the outer world and said to him in a whisper, "You see, my mind was completely merged in the indivisible Brahman. After that I saw many things. I found that the doctor will have spiritual awakening, but it will take some time. I won't have to tell him much. I saw another person while in that mood. My mind said to me, attract him too. I shall tell you about him later." So what he said, that when he went into that absorption, how spontaneous is Ramakrishna's merging into the infinite. One in lifetime, sadharan ordinary person, if they can do in one time in lifetime, he becomes a saint and sage, no? And Ramakrishna going every now and then, anything, little something comes, boom, mind will be gone to that. So he said that all disciples were sitting around, and he was looking at Ramakrishna, and after a long time, Ramakrishna became aware of the outer world, and then whispering in a small voice, "You see, my mind was completely merged in the indivisible Brahman, non-dual, total losing your identity. Ego is totally merged. And time comes, mind moves towards meditation, and then meditation is so deep, our meditation stands in pratyahara. Pratyahara, mind running here and there, and fight. It is a fight. Our meditation is a fight. Mind goes there, hey, come back again. Again I forgot, again it goes away. So whole time, sometimes frustrated, no? And the Sri Ramakrishna mind just shoot into the absolute Satchidananda state, no? And then he remained there, indivisible Brahman. And then they saw many things, and coming down, He saw this Dr. Sarkar, he will have illumination. But it will take some time, means little to work. He has knowledge, but he has also good heart, but still some practice, spiritual practice is necessary. And also he talked about another gentleman who Ramakrishna thought that he will also attain freedom, and I won't have to tell him much, but it will take some time. Another person, my mind said, attract him too. That means Ramakrishna can do that. His mind is telling, oh, this poor guy, why not give him illumination? So I shall tell you about him. So that means there are fortunate people who came into the mind of Ramakrishna. Sam Babu, Basu, Dr. Dukuri and few other devotees then arrived. Sri Ramakrishna talked to them. Sam, quote, "Ah, what a fine thing you said to us the other day." Master smiling, "What was that?" Sam says, "What remains with a man when he goes beyond jnana and ajnana, knowledge and ignorance." So what this Sham devotee, he and Dr. Dukuri, another doctor came. One going, one coming, one going, one coming. His room is always, where is his privacy? I do not know. We need some privacy for ourselves, no? This is office, this is my room, this is my this. Ramakrishna's office is Ramakrishna's room. Day and night people are coming and going. He has nothing to think about anything else. So Sam remembered that, what a fine thing you said to us the other day. So you have really enlightened me on that day. Well, then Ramakrishna said, what did I say? Then he said that you say that what remains with a man when he goes beyond jnana and ajnana, knowledge and ignorance. So what is our journey? Our journey is from ignorance to light, no? O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Darkness to light. This is our journey. But there is darkness is lower thing and light is illumination. But these are these two states, ajnana, jnana. Jnana, ajnana, no? But there is a state beyond this jnana and ajnana. That is the state which is called big jnana. So Sri Ramakrishna says, oh, it is big jnana. Big jnana means that knowledge, I know now we are in ignorance, no? If someone gets a glimpse of that truth, he says he is a jnani. He knows. But knowing is also a separation is there. Knower, known, and the knowing instrument. I am the knower. This light is the object of to know, and instrument is my eyes and connecting with the nervous system to the brain. So these are instrument. So three things are necessary for any perception. So one should be the knower, another there should be an object to know, and there should be some instrumentality through which you know. So here, big jnana is a state, knower, knowing is all merged into one. When you say I know means you have some knowledge, that means you are conscious that you know. But still your ego is functioning. You say I know. I is there, know means the knowledge and the connecting link also is there. So now, it is when you go beyond that, who will say what is what? That's why I say it is called the big jnana state, which is to know. It is special knowledge of God. It is big jnana. It is special knowledge of God, beyond jnana and ajnana. To know many things is ignorance. That's another definition. Ignorance we give another way, that we are not seeing the truth. We are covered with ignorance, means we are seeing the world, but it is not world, it is God, so it is ignorance, no? But here is a definition different. Knowing many things is called
Ignorance.
jnana. But not in the material world, this definition will not work. You say, oh, he's a great man. Well, why? He knows psychology, he knows science, he knows philosophy, he knows this. Knowing so many things is a good certificate that he is a person of knowledge. No? But in spiritual sense, you know so many things, that means you don't know the truth. Huh? There is that Kasminnu Bhagavo Vijñāte Sarvamidam Vijñātam Bhavati iti. Can you tell me that there is one object which can be known, by knowing which everything else will be known? Is there any such thing? That's the question. We are knowing the table, we know the light, we know the bulb, we know the microphone, we know the book, we know my body, I know my floor. These are all knowing. But this is specialization. Nowadays, specialization has become so many, it is difficult to make a limit of it. But here it says that to know many, what we certify in the material world as a knowledgeable person, he is a versatile genius, we say. He knows so many subjects, no? But in Vedantic or spiritual sense, he is ignorant. Knowing many things, but don't know the one underlying principle which links all this knowledge. What is that knowledge? That's why, Kasminnu Bhagavo, O Lord, O God, O teacher, please tell me, Kasminnu Bhagavo Vijñāte, if we know one, what is that? Is there one thing that is known? Sarvamidam Vijñātam Bhavati iti. You know everything of this visible universe. What is that? That is Brahman. What is the underlying principle of all the waves and ripples and bubbles and foam? Only the water. If you know water, then it matters little. It is foam, it is bubble, it is wave, it is tsunami. Whatever you say, it is nothing but water. So knowing water, you know all this diversity. Knowing Brahman, you know all this world, because everything is a expression or in a form of name and form. Brahman plus name and form is the world. Brahman, when added with name and form, it becomes the world. If you look at that ornament, a best example is the animal cookies. Animal cookies are so, I like some elephant, someone likes tiger, someone's like a dog, someone like a cat. But they're all different. But do you know the underlying principle? The same sweetness, which the you bite whether this one or that one, there's one constituent element. That's a good example for the present time to understand, no? It's called the animal cookies. So the whole world is of different name and form only, but the constituent ornament. You go to the gold ornament shop, there are so many designs, but it is nothing but gold only. So this is the underlying principle. If you know, then you have known the truth. So Bahu Gyan Agyan, Ramakrishna said, knowledge of many is ignorance. And Agyan, knowing only one, is called Jnana. Knowing one is called Jnana. Knowing many is called Ajnana or ignorance. So here it is big jnana, special knowledge of God. What is special knowledge? To many things, to know many things is ignorance. To know that God dwells in all beings is knowledge. So what is the knowledge? Spiritual sense. Where our effort should be to know. What to know? That one God resides in the heart of all. If you say heart of all, then comes another question. What about the other thing? heart is only God and the rest of the thing is non-God. But no, don't take it that way. He resides in you, in everywhere. There is no, in the space also He resides. Inside, outside, like they give the example. You take a jar and put it into the ocean. If you put inside the ocean, you see water is inside the jar, what is outside the jar. If it is an earthen pitcher, then through the pores of the thin wall of the jar, there is also water. So water is everywhere. Whether you put the jar there or you take no jar, that's the one thing interspersed there. So that's why it is everywhere. It is here, it is there, it is inside, it is outside. And that's why it says, Upanishad talks about so many times the same way. Atho, Chandogya Upanishad says, Atho jadata param divi surjo divi dipyate pristheshu lokeshu uttameshu anuttameshu lokeshu. I am forgetting nowadays, I don't chant much. So it said that light which is ataparam, atho jatataparam, divi surja dippate. In the daytime, as you see the sun, light permeates everywhere. That Atman, that light is below, that is above, that is on the east, that is on the west. Every direction, that is permeated everywhere. Experience of Brahman is all pervading. It is not that it is here or in the heart of it and outside it. But why they say heart of it? Because heart is the place of our experience. You experience joy. Where do you experience joy? Not in the nail tip of the finger or not in the nail. You feel in the heart. No. Feeling center. All emotions. It can be felt here. That's why the sense of experience is here. That's why they say you feel it. It is everywhere, but especially it can be felt. The revelation comes in the heart chakra. And what is Vijnana? It is to know God in special manner. What is the special manner? To converse with Him and feel Him to be one's own relative. When Vijnana means after realizing you come back. Jnana, Ajnana is ignorance. Now we are. Someone raises consciousness, goes to Jnana. And then Vijnana you get lose yourself. But when you come back as a Jivan Mukta, living while free, the holy people, when they come back, they see the whole world differently. Our vision and the vision of a knower of truth is totally different. We see only material object, name and form. We don't see nothing beyond. But these people, they live in that consciousness. When they come down, they see that it's permeated with that consciousness. They're nothing but. The tree is like the wax. Ramakrishna gave the example, wax garden. Wax garden, the tree is also wax, made of wax. Leaves are also made of wax. The dry leaf falling into the ground, the earth, that is also wax. You are standing, a person is standing there, that's also wax. A seat, bench is there, people can come and sit like that. That is also wax. What you see only wax. But you are seeing name and form. So, Vijnana is a state when you see both. In transcendental experience, you see only no difference, no name, no form. There is only one absorption. You are lost there. There is no low, there is no high, there is no sun, there is no moon, there is no relative existence, relative things are there. But when you come back again, you again enter into the realm of duality. You see, the same mind starts working again. It was beyond mind, and you enter into the mind, but this mind already has become pure. It's transparent like this glass. So in this glass, it can show what is exactly there, no? So the mind remains, mind functions there. But not the impure mind like us and now. Vijnana state is a state where mind has purified, and that experience, impact of that experience is so profound that your mind resonates with that wisdom, with that knowledge, with that light, with that bliss. That's called it is Satchidananda, Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. Swamiji said it is only bliss, 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 bliss. Madhu Vatarita. Then the wind, we feel every day, wind touches our body. But that time you will feel it is Madhu, it is the Satchidananda touching you. Duality is there. But in that duality, the predominance of the absolute oneness. That is the beauty of Vijnana state. And that is the thing which makes everything joyful, blissful. And other life, our life is monotonous, no? Same world, same people, same good, same hunger, same thirst, same the life going on with little fun, little joy, little suffering, little crying, little weeping, and little getting excited, little getting depressed. This life continues. But there is no depression, there is no high up and low when you come down from that state of knowledge, absolute knowledge. And that's the big Jnana state. Ramakrishna used to live in big Jnana state all the time. Brahmagyanis, they live in the state of big Jnana, but their intensity may be different. There is Brahmavid, Brahmavid Bara, Brahmavid Barishtha. There are higher level of rich people, millionaire, billionaire, 5 billion, he holds 10 billions. So there are gradation among them also, rich people, because they are in the duality. When every billionaire, when they will be not in the body will drop, it will be 1.5 pound of ass. Rama, Holy Mother said, whatever pride, whatever all these things you do, after death is only 1.5 pound of ashes. That will be the common thing. But before that, there is gradation. So, when they come back from that level, they see somewhere it is manifested more or less. But there will be the remnant of that experience. Vaikuntha Sannal, that man who went to Ramakrishna on the January 1st at the end, and Ramakrishna touched him, and he got the vision, no? And ultimately he could not hold it. And then when Ramakrishna took away that, but remember the last line is there. I was so full, why did I went to tell him that I cannot contain this? Please take away this vision experience, you take away. Then he said, but by Master's grace, that experience, it was always like undercurrent. Whenever I remember, I can see that oneness. That is called experience. Many people may think, I have got God realization. Yes, if God realization, then you will never forget that. It will never go away. You are sleeping, then also you will be in that awareness. But sometimes it may be little dominant, sometimes no. Holy Mother was asked, Ma, do you remember that your divine quality all the time? She says, my child, how can then the world will function? Yeah. Sometimes it is forgetfulness. That is, they willingly forget to show compassion and to do the chore works. But we are bound to forget that because of our ignorance. But when the impact of ignorance is gone, then what happens? He comes down and lives in the life, and that consciousness, that blissfulness, that bliss always flows undercurrent like that. It is all. And when they intensify by meditation or doing, it comes up more dominantly. And then they can feel it all through the body, all the pores of the body, to feel that thrill and joy. So it is Vijnana, special knowledge of God. To know many things is called ignorance. To know God dwells in all being is called knowledge. And what is Vijnana? It is to know God in a special manner. How? To converse with Him. You can talk to Ma Kali then. Ramakrishna used to go, any problem comes, anything, he will go and ask. That's why he is a Brahmagyani par excellence. He is going to Dakshina Kali temple again to ask. Ma is not there in his room. Why he has to go to Kali temple? Is there any explanation? Bolo?
Explanation?
Jagadhatri.
Oh, you are. I was thinking you were asking how.
The point is that Ramakrishna has experienced Brahmagyana, no? Of course. But why he is going to Makali to get an answer? Makali is not there in his room, in his bed.
Because when he has questioned, this means he is in duality. And Makali is also in duality. So duality has to be approached by duality only.
See.
Like
There you go.
That's the point. So, but there is also to prove that there is special manifestation of Mother. Mother everywhere. Mother is everywhere, but there is a special manifestation. Everywhere God is there, no? Why you come to the temple? It's a little special. And we feel little energy here, little feelings are different, no? So, in that image, the Ramakrishna goes and asks, Ma, shall I do this, shall I do that? Totapuri said, will you come? Come, you are a good candidate for Vedanta. I will teach you Vedanta. Then he said, I do not know anything, I will go to my mother. So his mother, the Totapuri thought his mother will be earthly mother. But he went to Makali and talked to him. Talked to mother, Ramakrishna talked to her. And she also responded something. But there are so many people, no? No one heard the response. But they are standing there. So when they talk, Ramakrishna saying outwardly, the expressed voice, mother is replying, he is only hearing. Ramakrishna is also hearing, not the other people standing around. Suppose you have a vision, I am standing there, I will not see anything. The story is there, no? That there is a boy whose teacher scolded him for bringing little bit of yogurt in their festivity. Said, you fool, you bring for this big festivity this much yogurt? Then he said, oh no, this my Madhusudan Dada has given. Who is your Madhusudan Dada? Okay. So he poured it and then again it get filled up, again it filled up. So it is an inexhaustible source. Then he said, who is your Madhusudan Dada? No, Madhusudan Dada is there and he every day takes me when I go home in this forest, through the forest. Then he said, your Madhusudan Dada? And then the Pandit, his teacher, he is a Pandit. He teaches Vedanta and Chanchu, Vedanta and Bhakti and all these things. He said then, let me go to see your Madhusudan Dada. Well, you come, I say, yes, Madhusudan Dada every day takes me to this forest route. I am alone. I am a child. He is a young boy. So he is fearful. In the early days, there are forest, true is that people used to go one village to the other village. So he said, every day Madhusudan Dada comes and he has given me this pot. Because my mother is poor, she cannot afford to give anything, so Madhusudan Dada. Okay, who is Madhusudan? And then he said, yes, he comes every day. Well, I don't believe it. Well, okay, he comes, you come, I can call him and he can come. Every day he comes. If I go back, I will call him. Oh, Madhusudan Dada, where are you? I am frightened. I am alone. Please come and be with me. And Madhusudan Dada comes and talks with me and makes me go back to my home. So he came back and called, oh, Madhusudan Dada, please come. My master has come. My teacher has come. My guru has come. Then Madhusudan Dada is not coming. And the boy then started crying more. Madhusudan Dada, why are you doing? Why are you not coming? Then he told, Madhusudan Dada told, your heart is pure, that's why you see me every day. But your teacher said, heart is not pure. I cannot appear before him. That means, the question is, appearance is depending on the level of purity. So, Brahmagyani, after Brahmagyana, he is going to Kali temple, Ramakrishna, and talking to him. So there is the question that in a special manner he sees God, to converse with him and feel him to be one's own relative. He is my father, he is my mother, some relation. Ramakrishna kept the relation, God is my mother. To know that there is fire in wood is called knowledge. No? But to make a fire with that wood, cook food with that fire, and become healthy and strong from that food is called Vijnana. There is giving an idea. Ajnana, Jnana, Vijnana. Ajnana means I do not know anything. Know is we are reading the book, we know God is everywhere. That's not enough. It is only head, in the head. It does not solve our problem, it does not give us joy. But it is like to see God. That is the purpose, no? So he gave the example, we know that there is fire in the wood, no? That will not give us meal. You have to get out the fire of the wood and cook meal with that fire and then eat food and digest it. Assimilation is more important. So that will be the healthy and strong become food, that is called Vijnana state. And you told about the thorn, Sam Babu asking the question to Ramakrishna. Thorn, two thorns, Ramakrishna said. So Master smilingly saying, yes, when a thorn gets into the sole of your foot, you procure a second thorn. After taking out the first thorn, with the help of the second, you throw both thorns away. Likewise, you should procure the thorn of knowledge first, in order to remove the thorn of ignorance. After destroying the ignorance, you should discard both knowledge and ignorance. That is called, then you attain Vijnana. It's a very beautiful. First we should start that we are in ignorance. That's why we take the knowledge. We say, I am not the body, not this, not this. Knowledge. What is the knowledge? That is the wisdom of the sages. The sages, they experience that is their wisdom. So to say such that the thorn of ignorance, so we have to take out then that ignorance with the knowledge thorn. I am not the body, I am the Atman. That's a knowledge thorn. We are reading this morning in the, what is called, the Inspired Talks. No Inspired Talks. It is conversation of the disciple and the teacher, Swamiji and his disciple. There he mentioned this, that this ignorance, and to go beyond the ignorance is to take out jnana, ajnana to jnana, and jnana to Vijnana. When you are in Vijnana, ajnana or jnana are discarded. But when so long we are in the level of ignorance, so long the knowledge is to be practiced. Again and again, day and night we should say. It may be, sometimes maybe a theoretical expression that I am Atman, I am Atman. I am Atman, it may be some simple words, but no, you have to practice that. That is the knowledge aspect. And say, day and night, day and night, day and night, I am Atman, I am Atman, I am pure, I am stainless, I am birthless, I am deathless. Apparently it will contradict with your relative existence. I am Atman, I go and someone tells me something, bas, my face becomes black. My emotions, I am hurt, very much wounded. Say, I am Atman. I say, I am not this. I am not the activities of my mind. So if I criticize my mind, why not other criticize my mind? He's helping me. Why should we be mad with him? Rather, thank him. Thank you. You are helping me today. You help me. By criticizing me, by slandering me. You're good. Because I say I am not the body, not the mind. So you are helping me to prove that I am not the body, not the mind. To practice that. So practice. But to say, whether you are successful or failure, say every day, I am not the body, not the mind. I am the Satchidananda. Chidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham. Say all the time. And Swamiji said in one place, there is a sadhu who is established in this knowledge. So he was caught by a tiger, and the tiger is carrying him, like holding in the neck. See the condition, and putting his body on his back to eat, no? And that time the sadhu is saying, Shoham, Shoham, I am that, I am that. Baba. So it has gone to such a depth of perception that in the jaws of death, in the mouth of the tiger, he is still saying, I am that, I am that, I am that. How much practice is to be done then? So that practice will lead to a condition where this jnana is not there, or jnana is not there, jnana is not there. It will be only that reality. Big jnana. Huh?
Questions are there.
Questions are there, okay. So, throw away both the thorns. You should discard both knowledge and ignorance, and then you attain big jnana. Ramakrishna was pleased with Sambhavu. Why? Because he not only comes to listen, but remembers. And practice, probably. You remember, then you practice. First of all, but mostly we remember, forget. Normally, we hear this way and go that way. Sometimes it remains, it drizzles here a little bit. But Sambhavu is good. Ramakrishna was praising him. Ramakrishna was pleased with Sambhavu, Bashu. He was quite an elderly person and wanted to devote his time to contemplation. This was the second visit to Sri Ramakrishna. Master, to Sambhavu, give up worldly talk altogether. These are practice, very realistic practice. In world you live, you will have to talk. But why talk mundane talks? Why not talk? Brihad Vadema in the Upanishad says, we shall talk which is lofty. Lofty talk means Brahman, Atman, highest. Talk about the highest. Talking about politics, talking about this. We have to live in the world, we may need sometimes, little bit. But it is not important. We should spend our time, usefulness. For Ramakrishna, who wants to be jnana state, for him, it is not prescription for, don't tell this to the Hollywood Boulevard people standing over there. It is not for them. Point is that those who find that you need realization now, for him it is true, no? So, give up worldly talk. Annang vacho vimunchato amritasya setu. Upanishad says, Annang vacham, other types of talk, vimunchato. Throw away other types of discussion and talk. Amritasya setu, this is the bridge to connect you with the immortality. Unless you say, I am immortal, I am birthless, I am pure, how it will connect? So day and night, we are disconnected now. So to get connected, to remind ourselves day and night, day and night. Yeah, about anything, don't talk about anything whatever but God. People have time, but we are now 80 plus. So where is our time? So we should talk always God. If you see a worldly person coming near you, leave the place before he arrives. See? Ramakrishna is very practical. how to say avoid him. Just simply, it's coming that way, okay, get away that way.
You gotta have permission.
Yeah. You have spent your whole life in the world, no? Look, you people are very much burdened and bound by your party. You will have to go to party. If you don't go, what they will think? So, most of the people I see, they want to come. Why did you not come this Sunday? Oh, Maharaj, I had to have some commitment. What is the commitment? The party. And what is in the party you do? You talk what you talk. You cannot talk anything but mundane. No, that is the end atmosphere. But genuine spiritual people actually will try to keep his own time separated from this type of wastage of time. Time is time. Time does not wait for anyone. So it click, 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 click. Today is gone. So whether we have utilized it properly or improperly, it is gone. So similarly, you should be careful. That's why for a person like this Sam Babu, Sam Bosu, Ramakrishna is saying, you are an old man, you have done enough. Don't talk about anything, whatever, but God. If you see a worldly person coming near you, leave the place before he arrives. You have spent your whole life in the world. You have seen that it is all hollow. Is not that so? God alone is the substance, and all else is illusory. God alone is real, and all else has only a 2 days existence. 2 days is not a temporary existence. You do not know how long it is there. What is there in the world? The world is like a pickled hog plum. This example you will not be able to understand. Hog plum, there is a type of fruit. It is all what is called the
Seed.
Seed.
Seed, little spongy seed. And very thin there outside. It looks very decent, as if it is, you were iron to take it. But when you put in your mouth, you see it is only, this much, maybe few millimeter thick flesh is there, and rest of the thing is that spongy seed. And if you eat, you will have colic pain. So his pain in the stomach pain. If you eat that, ultimately its benefit is you get a stomach ache. So he's describing this world is like that. It looks very nice outside. And so much nice you grab and bite it. And as soon as you bite it, oh my God, where is the place? And net result of biting is frustration and depression and crying and weeping. So this is the net result. But what is there in a hog plum? Only skin and pit. And if you eat it, you will have colic. Yes, sir, everything you have said is true. Master said, for many years you have devoted yourself to various worldly things. You will not be able to think of God and meditate on Him in this confusion of the world. A little solitude is necessary for you. Otherwise, your mind will not be steady. Therefore, you must fix a place for meditation at least half a mile away from your house. So, that is again, Ramakrishna always emphasizes, come out of your own place and go to a solitude. So you come, this is your solitude. You have come out of your busy duty and other things to the temple for some time. This is your solitude. So this helps us to work on our own spiritual goal. Okay? Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. One question, how to complete your studies in university in a detached spirit? How am I to offer the studies and schoolwork to Thakur and Ma? How to keep the mind calm during japa and meditation as a student? Yeah, how to complete your studies? Yeah, you think that your study is not for your own ego pampering, but it is you are doing for the purpose it is given to you. And first of all, you gain some knowledge. Second, you think you are doing to please God. Sometimes you do things, no? I don't like it. My mom says, I'll have to do. I do it. My dad says, I will have to do. So they take this attitude. You are doing to please Ramakrishna. You are doing please Rama, if you are Ishta. Or your Ishta is Shiva. You are doing to please him. So for pleasure you do. So you are detached. You do your duty. When you do to please someone, you put your maximum effort. Suppose you are asked to cook a meal for Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is here and he said, Hana, will you cook for me a meal? What will you do? You will exercise your best. You study best. And at the end, best effort, and whatever is done, then you present. Now, you cannot do more further. So, then good and bad, you give it to God. So, you become detached. So, as it is no difference for a student or adult, it is the same thing. You do everything feeling that I am pleasing God. We do japa and meditation to please God. His compassionate look will come and we will be liberated from bondage, no? Kripa kataksham kurudeva nityam. O Ramakrishna, glance your compassionate look upon me by a glimpse so that I can be free from all difficulties, no? So like that. So we do everything to please or to draw his attention. So you offer every day at the end of the day, you are a student, you offer, oh Lord, whatever I studied, I offer unto you, and think of him, and good and bad, I give it to you. And try your best and give it. So that's called niskama karma. And by that way, devotion will generate in us. How to keep the mind calm during japa and meditation? It is a practice. We'll have to practice that. Another question. When a question of who suffers asked to Thakur, Thakur said there is only God everywhere. Also when seeing a butterfly, a boy who killed butterfly, Thakur felt only God's action. So does it mean that there is no action of jiva here, but only God and God's action everywhere in all beings, in all forms of the gunas? You have got the point, yes. There is no jiva, but there is no jiva, it is only God. Tell me what you can think, what you can do. You plan so many things, why you cannot succeed? Who does then? It said God does, no? I am the machine, you are the machinist. I am you are the driver, I am the car, no? That is the song says. So that is true. But do I understand that? If I don't understand, then I suffer. If I know it is his, so what is my business? The car never gets attached to anything, praise. You drove a beautiful drive, you don't praise the car, ha ha ha, car, thank you. You drive, you praise whom? The driver, no? So, he is the driver, the Lord is the driver. So, everything goes to him. Good driving, bad driving, it is his doing. So, what about you? You are nowhere. But because we have our ego, so we'll have to take the effect. I did it. So you get the blame or you get the praise. So therefore, what is the meaning? That we should have to get out of our ego and give it to God. And actually, in truth, God is the doer. Ramakrishna said, even the leaf does not move without God's will. A leaf does not move. Could you believe? How beautiful brain is that? He controls everything, even the movement of the leaf. My hand is living, this is he. But do I understand? I did it. So I did it, so you feel it's good and bad effect. But if you feel your ego is gone, then you don't do anything, God doing. Actually, God is doing everything, but we are not in that level to understand. Therefore, we say, I do good thing, I will not do bad thing. I will think positive thought, I will not think negative thought. That is the stage one. And then you reach a point, I do only good thought and good seeing, and I see God everywhere, try to see God everywhere. And then transcend. But actually truth is that God does everything. Another question. The noble human attributes that are preached in religion, are they helpful only in spiritual life, or can it lead to social upliftment and worldly progress as well for the society? Of course. If it is done, anything, noble human attributes, compassion, love, dedication, sacrifice, these truthfulness, honesty, this will improve the society. And that impact not only individual life, not only your spiritual life, but to social life. We call this society is great. Which society is great? Where a good number of people of ethical values, moral values, they live. No? So, yes, if the Western society can do away with the ideas of nobility and virtue and can still flourish at all walks of life and also dominate at the world stage, then how can you make a compelling case to a society to follow and curate virtuous qualities? I don't think Western people are not virtuous. They are virtuous people. This statement is to be thought deeply. See, when they work, Western people, how sincerely they work. That is not honesty. They want the work to be done. There is no laziness. There is no escape. They take the responsibility to do that. Is not the virtue? Are they not honest to their duties and responsibilities? Look at that. And good people, don't look at the bad fruits of the tree. Every tree has a bad and good. No, don't judge with that. Take the best fruit, and many wonderful people are in the West and also in the East. It is a question of always it counts. Virtue, truthfulness, honesty. In office it is appreciated. You may not get a good raise at the beginning, but people respect you when you are honest in your office, honest in your duty. You are doing something good. People understand that, and that is a common virtue. So it's always virtue is to be defined. What do you mean by virtue? Virtue does not mean they are only doing japa or taking a good dip in a holy river, but also how you are doing your every duty responsibly. You are doing the best you can do with all perfection. You are doing. These are the things to be understood. Swami Vivekananda said what? Education. What is education? It's the manifestation of the perfection already in man. There is a perfection in you. You are cleaning, you are cooking, you are doing some office work, you are in computer engineering. Whatever you are doing, perfection. You have to be perfect in doing that, not haphazard. Normally we do things, normally we complain about our table who is cleaning the table, will do that. And we'll hey, here still it is not done. Why are you doing that? That is not imperfect work. That should not be done. That is called the righteousness. Righteousness means my dharma is whatever I do the best. Because you need not have to think I am offering to God, if you don't think even. But this, when I do a work perfectly, that improves the quality of work, improves the societies, it goes to the benefit of the society. Good number sincere people working, they can find. And there are, of course, exceptions, that everywhere that is there. Another question, even in the Vedanta societies we notice that most people talk only worldly chit-chatting. How can we help ourselves in such situation? True, you are very correct. So don't do that. You be an example. You also, at least you put the question. Or Ramakrishna taught us today, if you find that type of people, you just escape and come into the side room and sit and meditate. And if you find that another person is meditating, after meditation, go and talk about meditation together. We will have to find some means. No, world is full of like that. No? Yes, that is very sad that we go to the temple and we chit-chat. So that happens. You go to the Hindu temple, there all the time puja is going on, the is offering flower and throwing, and what is in between, what they are talking. All mundane thoughts. No, that's the human nature, but we have to transcend that. Okay?
This is the class for Medhananda's class.
Tomorrow will be Mahendranath Swami's class. Mahendranath Swami will be given what talk? Swami, what?
Swami Vivekananda's.
Oh, Swami Vivekananda's quote. What is Hindu Dharma? A close reading, part 4 and 5.
Now tomorrow is 4. Next week, 2 weeks later.
Anyhow, it is written parts 4 and 5.
2 days.
Swami Mahendranath. Anyhow, 2 days, acha. So 5 maybe now. 4 is done. And anyhow, you will know when he speaks tomorrow at 7:30. Thank you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.